Pathology. So the pathology came back that teratoma. Teratomas are surgical problems. You have to take them out.
Right.
And that's what we're going to have to do here. Okay. Yours just happens to be a little bit more of a complicated one than some of the others. Okay. So I think that while I'd love to say I could do it with a little minimally invasive technique, I don't think that's likely going to be the case.
Right.
I think we're going to have to do a bigger incision and cut through the bones and go in and be able to have so maybe full sternotomy and thoracotomy, or bilateral anterior thoracotomies with a sternothoracotomy, right?
Okay.
And so I'm looking at all those possibilities to try to make sure I get as good of exposure as I can.
Right.
And I'm still debating on the exact best way to do this, right? Because I want to try to preserve as much long as I can. I want to try to get all the disease out that I can, try to make sure that you're disease free, but also still have a good, healthy life, right? Now, I'm pretty sure you could lose a lung and still have a great, healthy life, right? I'm not, it's not like I wouldn't do it if I had to, but I want to try to find a way not to have to do that if I don't have to.
Sure.
Right? Now, do I think it's possible you'll lose one of the nerves to your diaphragm and it won't work as well and you'll have some shortness of breath from that? I do think that's very possible. Where this is located, it's going to be somewhat of a difficult thing there to sort of figure that out. But I think it may be a little faster than the last time because I think we'll have taken care of removing everything. But you can have lymphatic leaks after this. You can have bleeding after this. You can have leak of air out of the lung after this. And so those things can keep you in the hospital longer.
Okay.
Right? So I've got a date set in my mind that I want to do this. So March 7th is where I'm looking at to be able to have a full day to be able to sort of spend my day with you.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
The incision is probably going to be something that's going to go from here all the way across. Okay.
Okay.
I may have an extension here as well, so that we can have exposure from here to here and here to here.
Right.
Once we do that, then we'll be able to remove whatever we need to remove. Hopefully not have to have any involvement of the heart, since it didn't look like it had involvement before, but we have now been in that space, right? So there can be some scar in there that there wasn't before, right? Now there's inflammation / infection in there, and that's why you feel better than you did, right? So we'll have one of my partners who can do heart surgery on standby to be able to help us if we need to, but hopefully not need.
Okay.
Right? We'll go in there, we'll spend our hours doing what we have to do, removing whatever we need to remove, and then when we're done, we'll put you back together. We'll put in drain tubes, maybe one over on the left side, one on the right, a couple up the middle, and then you would wake up, go to the recovery room, and probably go to the ICU. Okay.
Right.
Now, if everything goes slick and smooth and there's no issues and it only takes me 3 hours, then you might not go to the ICU, right? But since I don't have that expectation, you might go to the ICU, right? Will you be on the breathing machine after the surgery? Well, I don't think so, right? But I don't know for sure on that one either, right? So it's possible. I would anticipate not, but it's possible, right? What all would I have to remove? Well, I don't know that either, right? So I am going to get you to do some breathing tests before we go, so that if I need to remove lung, I know that I can. Okay.
Sure.
I anticipate it being no problem. Right. But I don't want to just pretend when I have tests that can tell me I know I'm safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So we're thinking like maybe potentially a week, 2 weeks hospital stay after surgery.
I'd like to say a week, not 2.
Okay.
That's what I'm anticipating.